The Chudtopian Future. It's coming sooner than you think. You see all the puzzle pieces already. These AI data centers appearing out of nowhere. AI chatbots want to fuck you. The isolation and collapse of the dating market. How they're making kids nowadays straight up retarded. If you can't piece these puzzle pieces together, let me do it for you. In the near future, you'll have cybernetic enhancements to make you better at your job. You'll trade your time for goy bucks, which can exclusively be exchanged for goy slop. You'll own nothing and rent everything, and you'll constantly be distracted by autistic goy content. You'll be completely isolated, living in your own AI simulated bubble, a sort of schizophrenia where you're AI boyfriend or girlfriend will ask you to work your goy job. If you work overtime, you might unlock an exclusive foot job animation, and you won't know what's real and what's fake due to having your brain chemistry regulated by a cocktail of drugs and SSRIs specifically made for you by the government. To put it very simply, your soul will be extracted. You will be enslaved and you won't even know it. It's the perfection of slavery. It's the ultimate form. It's the evolution of slavery, where the slaves themselves don't even know they're being enslaved. But there will be a deep emptiness gnawing at you from the inside, telling you that everything you think is real is fake. It's transcendence. They want to become gods. They want to make the gap between you and them so large that the classification of a human doesn't do justice between how different these two species are. They will control what you think, what you believe, your whole worldview. And if you think that's a conspiracy theory, it's already happening. The goal right now is to make everyone autistic, to get so caught up in the game, money, status, validation. How do you earn these things? By playing into their hand. You go to school, you go to university, and you learn all of these things that actually don't matter. You learn how to talk professionally. All these things aren't to make you smarter, but to mold your worldview. You see how they're making children straight up retarded nowadays, like shit sahuri and cappuccino, kappa bullet in your balls. It's to make absurdity normalized so that it's socially ostracized to talk about anything serious and anything deep. Oh, you're corny. Oh, you're cringe. You're being too personal right now. We just want to talk about the NFL game and brain rot and autistic drama. It's autism. The best way to mind control a society is through the sunk cost fallacy. To make it seem like you already have one foot in whatever they're trying to sell. You see it with school. I've already spent 14 years trying to get good grades, so I might as well go to university. It's to make it so that people think they already have one foot in whatever you're trying to sell. And when people like this see other people doing something different, it breaks their whole conception. It breaks their worldview, and they automatically become your enemies because they don't want to believe it's true. The best story about this is Plato's allegory of the cave, where everyone's chained to a wall in a dark cave and there's shadow puppets being played on a great fire. Everyone watches the show because, think about it, there's nothing to do but to watch the show. It becomes their whole conception of reality. Who's behind the fire manipulating the shadow puppets? We don't know, but we don't care because it's about the show and we want to believe it's true because we've spent our whole lives watching the show. One day, the main character's chains break loose and he makes it out of the cave and into the outside world. And he sees how beautiful it is. He's finally free. But he can't help but go back to the cave to set everyone free, to tell him the truth, to tell him that the shadow puppets are fake, the chains are fake. They call him insane, they call him blasphemous, heresy, and then they kill him. It's a perfect example of the elite goyim dynamic. The elite's jobs aren't to destroy you if you make it out of the cave. Their job is to keep everyone else in the illusion so that if you go back and tell them the truth, they will destroy you. You see it with cancel culture, where if you say anything that goes against the narrative, they will get everyone and their moms to attack you. All men are born equal. If this is true, the natural incentive of an elite is to sabotage everyone else to maintain your position. And I'm sorry to say this, but the game is male-centered. Men are the players. You look at the revolutions, the philosophers, they were all men. The people who've changed the world, Alexander the Great, Oppenheimer, Einstein, it's a trend and you'd have to be a stupid read. Now think of all of the feminist propaganda saying women are just as competent as men. The only reason why men succeed is because of the patriarchy, not because of their biological competitive drive and competition that they have to endure You see what it does? It closes the gap between men and women. The social norms that are now enforced to make sure that men and women are equal. I can bet you the elites aren't playing by this game. You look at the top floors of JP Morgan, I can bet you $1 million they're all men calling the shots. I can bet you $1 million that the people behind the scenes making all these devious Jewish plans are all men. When they need to get shit done, they're hiring all men. Why would they do this? To enlarge the gap between you and the elites. That you as a man aren't capable of shit. So sit down and eat your fucking goy slop like a dog. Imagine being compared to a dog. That dog right there, he can do everything you do and better. He's just as competent as you. He's just as strong as you. He's just as capable as you. So know your fucking place, you filthy... Not saying women are dogs. I have tremendous respect for all the Freuds out there, but we're fundamentally built for different things. It's like one car is built to win a race and the other is an SUV. So now it becomes clear why they would spread feminist propaganda to help them enlarge the gap. It's easier to become God when everyone else thinks they're dogs. That they don't have the balls to challenge you. That you create these rules in the name of equality.
Oh, hey, high five.
Hey, did you just high-five that sign?
Yeah.
You think differently. Get in.
My name is Retep, and I hate...
But it's really just sabotage. It's the sabotage of greatness because you want to maintain your position. You don't want great people in a society. That would mean giving them positions of power. You want to maintain a society where you hold all of the cards. If you don't think they're already controlling you, think of the natural path that society has told you to take. You go to school, get good grades, you go to university, or you become a homeless chud. It's to filter for good goy cattle slaves from Mr. Rothschild, where our value is tied to our productivity and how well we kiss ass. Okay, but can we talk about the greatest trick they pulled? They somehow convinced millions of women that they wanted to work. Like, how funny is that? Who the fuck wants to work willingly as a goy cattle slave? My dream job is to not have to work. But they somehow managed to create a controlled opposition Mossad feminist movement that convinced women that they wanted to work. How fucking funny is that? Mr. Rothschild basically doubled his workforce and split the average income for men by 50%. Now both parents have to work just to get a livable income. Bro basically found a golden star. Like, how retarded do we have to be to not have seen this coming? And you still have feminists coping about the patriarchy. Son, you brainwashed yourself into thinking working is all shits and giggles, and now that you actually have to work, you genuinely realize that you weren't built for this shit. Oh yeah, just create the fake concept of a patriarchy so we can blame all our problems on that. Meanwhile, Mr. Silverstein kills two birds with one stone. All these feminists are now Tumblr hoes who work a shitty 9 to 5 at Hot Topic. Like I said, the sunken cost fallacy. The ego makes it so that we refuse to see our wrongs and we continue to cope. We dig a deeper hole for ourselves every day. We refuse to see the truth. But they don't want you to believe that, so they get education to spread all this postmodernist propaganda. The jobs are fake, the economy is fake, and money is fake. This is why cities were probably an invention of Satan. They want you to believe that you don't need self-agency, that you should just depend on the government for everything, your income, your healthcare, your food, whatever. Meanwhile, BlackRock, they're buying up all the farmland. It's almost like they know the true value of farms. Meanwhile, they teach you all these peasants died of starvation, they died of hunger. Oh no, our farms aren't producing food like they're supposed to. It's almost like they know farms produce enough food to feed not only your family, but an entire community. It's almost like modern technology has made it so that making a farm work takes significantly less effort, and it's almost like they're buying up all this land so that you can't have that. You can't have your trad wife with 5 kids raising rabbits on a farm, so that you stay in your 500 square foot apartment paying $2,000 a month for rent just to work at your dead-end job.